Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition. I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. It's greatly appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build an army here. Every subscription counts so much. You guys have no idea how much it's appreciated. Just take a second, hit that subscription button. Today's episode, I'm jumping right into NFL Week 5. Here on Smoke the Competition, we talk fantasy football. I give you tips, tricks, let you know how to beat your competition. We also talk about, little betting tips. I bet on these games against the spread. In this week's episode, we're jumping right into Thursday Night Football between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to let you guys know some of my key players to watch. I got 4 players on my watch list. Some of this could be players to watch that, are on the rise and some that are on the fall. But yeah, stay tuned. This is Smoke the Competition. This is Eric Sojash. Let's jump right in. All right, kicking things off, we're going to jump right into my Week 5 players to watch. These are my must-watch players on the list here. You can see them on the screen. First guy I'm talking about is Brock Purdy. I see him as a hero start this week. Think he's going to absolutely boom. Next player I'm looking at is Stephon Diggs. They're calling it a revenge game. I think that's kind of loose with the word revenge. Either way, there's going to be a lot of emotion in this game. I got him as a must start. Next player I want to break down is Christian Kirk. Now I am slotting him in as a sleeper just because of the way the season started. He's not a traditional sleeper by standard there, but I'm going to break down why I think he's a big play this week. And last but not least, you see Rachaad White's on the list. He'll be playing in Thursday Night Football. I see him as a risky start heading into that game, and I'll let you guys know exactly what I think is going to happen and how that's going to shake up. Alright, first things first, we're going to break down the Smoke the Competition lingo here. We're talking start 'em, sit 'ems. If I give you a must start, that's an absolute smash start, top 12 play. If I give you a hero start, that is a boom play of the week, somebody with huge upside. If I call a sleeper start, now we're talking about guys that are a little bit deeper, some guys that might even be in your free agency. I think you can pick these guys up and plug them in directly into the lineup. Those are my sleeper starts. And a risky start is exactly what it sounds like. Someone that can tank your week, maybe even tank your season if you keep them in the lineups for too long. Those are the risky starts. Brock Purdy, quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. Week 5, I have him as my hero start of the week. That means I think he's going to absolutely boom in Week 5. Get him in your lineups. He's going to play above expectations based on what I'm seeing. Now in Week 5, they're going against the Arizona Cardinals. They've been struggling on defense. It looks like the last few weeks quarterbacks have put up big numbers against them. Last week it was Jaden Daniels. This week I think it's going to be Brock Purdy. Traditionally, just look at his history. When he's going against them division rivals, that familiarity breeds success for Brock. He went against the Rams earlier this year, had his biggest game so far. I think he's going to double down, have another big game this week. Get Brock in your lineups. It's no longer a question about this guy's talent. It's just a question about his ceiling. He's absolutely a fantastic player. He does get some points with his legs. I think he's averaging over, I think it's 1.4 points or something like that. So you slot him in. He's throwing for yards, he's getting touchdowns, and he's running. Brock Purdy, my hero start of the week. My must start of the week is wide receiver of the Houston Texans, Stephon Diggs. This is kind of a revenge get-back game for him. Now, we are using that term very loosely. He did want out of Buffalo for reasons that we haven't quite figured out yet. Could be target share, could be the lack of success in the playoffs, could be the fact that he's just, one of those guys that just has high expectations that are never be met. I don't know. Either way, he wanted out. They gave him his card. He got out. Now we got a little reunion match here. There's going to be a lot of emotion when the two teams hit the field. Both teams are 3-1, looking to get to 4-1. Both teams are looking to have that top seed in the AFC, so this could shake up later on in terms of standing. So I see a big game coming up on Sunday. I think this is going to be fireworks, and Stephon Diggs is going to be right in the center of it all. Get him in your lineups. He's an absolute must start. All All right, looking at my sleeper of the week, I'm talking about Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Christian Kirk. Now, this is not your traditional sleeper. I know he was on everybody's radar. He had a pretty good season last year with Trevor Lawrence before everything fell off. But to start off the season of 2024, Kirk was absolutely abysmal. He was missing in action. The rookie Brian Thomas Jr. has proven to be the alpha in that room. It looked like Gabe Davis had surpassed him. He wasn't getting playing time. They weren't running enough wide receiver 3 sets, so he wasn't even on the field. All that changed 2 weeks ago, especially last week. And now heading into week 5, he's going to take on the Indianapolis Colts, another familiar, opponent, and Jags desperately need a win. I think to get that win, they're going to have to lean on familiarity, and that's using Christian Kirk, using your tight end and your run game. So I see him as a sleeper start this week. Get him in your lineups and expect big things. All right, my risky start of the week is running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rachaad White. Everybody's been seeing the trend here. He's trending down while his running mate, Bucky Irving, the rookie out of Oregon, is trending up. It's quite clear that Rachaad White struggles in the run game. Early down work is not his expertise. He's much better on third downs. He's a much better receiving back than running between the tackles. With all those issues and with the emergence of Bucky Irving, I definitely see Rachaad White as a risky start. All that said, Thursday Night Football, he'll be playing against a really tough defense, the Atlanta Falcons. That makes all the risk even higher, and I still have to start him in one league. It's bye weeks. I don't have anybody to replace Gibbs. My only other choice was the running back out of Miami. I'm drawing a blank right now. Raheem Mostert, hasn't played all year. He's been a huge letdown. So I pulled the trigger on a trade earlier. I picked up Rachaad White. I'm plugging him in, hoping for that floor play. Like I said, he does have the PPR upside, but he is a huge risk. Rachaad White, I got you as a risky start in week 5, but I'm starting you nonetheless. All right, Thursday Night Football, we got Tampa Bay traveling to Atlanta, take on the Atlanta Falcons down at the Dome. It's a big game. Tampa Bay is coming in as the underdog. Atlanta is 2.5-point home favorites. That's how the line opened up. It's going to be an interesting one. These guys are very, very good teams. Both teams are aspiring to win the division. If you ask a lot of fans out there, just your average NFL fan, they probably had a lot of people picking Atlanta coming into the season. Now, after a few weeks, seeing how Atlanta started a little slow and seeing how Baker Mayfield came out swinging, I think that's flipped. So Tampa Bay sitting at 3-1 right now. Atlanta's sitting at 2-2. So we got a huge game here. It's going to decide a lot of things down the future in terms of rankings, in terms of standings, in terms of who makes the playoffs even and who doesn't, who could be on the outside looking in. So with all that said, I'm not too sure who I'm going to go with. Let's dive deeper into this matchup and make a pick here. I got to go Tampa Bay. I got to go Bucs here. I think they've been the better team all season. They've been playing more consistent on both sides of the ball, particularly on offense. Atlanta's been struggling to move the ball, definitely in the red zone. They have not scored a lot of touchdowns at all this season. Young Wei Koo's been their superstar this year. He won the game last week with that walk-off kick. I don't know if he'll be able to do that again here. I think Tampa Bay actually does have an opportunity to put some points on the board. Baker's been cooking with fish grease, as they like to say. I can see Baker putting up a couple touchdowns. I really like the way Bucky Irving's been running. I think he's going to supplant Rachaad White. Probably this week is the week to do it and really take off as the number 1 running back in that offense. I'm riding with the Bucs. I think they win this game outright. You're giving me 2.5 points. I'll take the 2.5. Bucs plus 2.5. Thursday Night Football. Let's go. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for following up with us in season 2. So excited to get things rolling. Once again, follow our fantasy season. I'm going to give you guys an up close and personal look. Give me your ideas. So let's stay interactive. Let me know what you think. I'll definitely be interactive, responding to all your comments. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Give us a like, and you can give us a follow at Souljash Sports. Thank you. Peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation, wait then, pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still.